Somebody got to your mind, you see. That's why the majority of you still have master's bedrooms in your house. Yeah, you got a master's bedroom. Yeah, you do. That's why the majority of you still go and pick nicks. Pick a nigga and lynch him. You know you half crazy. They made you crazy. Yeah, they did. You know, y'all go in the bathroom and eat a whole 25 Ebony magazine just to bust one turd. Meat stays in your body too long. Fermenting, rotting, making gas, toxins. It stays in there too long. I can tell you that that's why James Brown was so famous, trying to squeeze one out. I feel a cold sweat. That's my 5 minutes, Brown. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Dr. Africa. Give him a round of applause. All right, so how do Africans feel? All right. What we're going to do now, we're going to give some time for rebuttal. So we're going to bring our Dr. Scott Whitaker back up to the podium. Dr. Scott Whitaker.
Seek refuge in God from Satan the accursed. I bear witness that there's nothing worthy of worship except the Creator. It's almost typical. We like to be entertained. I like to define myself as not an animal. Animals and humans are two different species. Animals don't have reason, humans do. Some of us don't use it. The types of meat that I will state to avoid and to use if you're going to eat meat are, number one, avoiding all pork and its byproducts, wherever they may be. Avoid all commercial chicken, commercial beef. Animals to consume, if you consume animal products, are all grass-fed animals, i.e. lamb, goat, venison, buffalo. From the sea, ocean fish, fish with scales. Fish not to eat, catfish, carp, buffalo, which mainly come from lakes. They have no scales. All meat has to be grass-fed, organic, no grain-fed. Big difference. Most of your meats you'll find in Whole Foods and places like that are all grain-fed. They feed them organic, genetic corn and genetic soy. The meat from a grain-fed animal is totally different from one from a grass-fed. Like night and day. Has any of you ever ate an ovary before? An ovary? Well, that's what a fruit is. A fruit is an ovary of a ripened flower. Thank you.
I'm back up here. Thought I wasn't going to come back up here, didn't you? It's a matter of understanding and seeing with your own eyes the scientific evidence that I'm talking about. Just go look at what eagles pay attention to. Crows, seagulls. Seagulls don't give a damn about crows. They raise their own young. They tend to their own affairs. No one polices up the seagull community but seagulls. I'm talking about the whole gamut of being a meat eater. If you're going to do this thing, then do this thing. Because meat eaters, animals, have civilizations, they have cultures, they have dances, they have rituals, they have songs. They do not sing white songs. They sing their own songs. Do you follow what I'm saying here? They dance to their own rhythm. They don't have bouncy or Beyonce or bitch, whatever it's called. They deal with their own cultural rituals. Nothing is a booty call. Every movement that they have says something. Your movements don't say nothing. You're not behaving like a meat eater. When they move their body, they're talking. Dancing is a language to communicate something beyond the brain. Where is your language at? Why is it little girls do the same dances as adults? That is not part of meat eaters' rituals. Children do children dances, adults do adults dances. They even change their language when they get older. Birds do. You can identify a bird with a southern accent from a northern accent. They have accents. Dogs have accents. Dogs from Australia bark differently from dogs in North America. They follow their own cultural rituals and ceremonies. You're not following them. You're not being a real meat eater here. I'm opening up the other dynamics of being a meat eater, trying to stop you from thinking so isolated and fragmented, ununified. You see, they have their own principal king and queen. You know, there's no such thing as chauvinism where men dominate the lion kingdom. The women control everything. Prove me wrong. Yes. Chauvinism is something that's outside of your culture. It's outside of the animal culture. They hunt together. They eat together. They share equally their wealth. Oprah. The lions share equally to kill with the other. Oh, I can show you this on National Geographic now. The meat is their wealth. They capture their prey and they share it with their whole village. Oprah, Michael Jackson, Jordan, or whatever. Are they being true meat eaters? I don't think so. You're just picking out one little part to be comfortable with. And I'm telling you how meat eaters actually live and socialize. And I can prove this one. I really can. If there's an enemy, all the sharks attack the enemy. If they have an enemy in their village, the elderly, the young, the old, everybody says, let's get rid of this enemy in our village. White people. Where's your meat-eating behavior at now? Still at McDonald's, is it? See how you're punking out on the real meat eater thing? But nonetheless, I realize that people like to eat meat, and it's very enjoyable, and they wake up and eat a slice off a pig's ass and call it bacon. Eat ass for morning, you know. They're really intelligent, you know. I understand how we've been had. I understand these things, and I understand it's difficult to overcome all of this stuff. And all of us are not going to be saved. We're not. But if I had to take a chance, I would take a chance with my culture and follow my culture. I'll take a chance that way. Now, if you're going to follow the culture of meat eaters, follow that culture. I am not in that culture. I do not get a thrill out of watching somebody kill a young cow and is crying and screaming. If you had to kill that burger before you eat it, then you understand what I'm talking about. But that's cleansed for you. You don't see the murder going on. You don't see the hammer going up against it. You don't see them skinning cows alive, babies, mothers, pregnant. magnet cows. You don't see any of that. It's all cleansed for you, wrapped up on a damn sandwich. Excuse me. Gatanese came out, excuse me. So since it's cleansed, you don't see the horror of what's really going on in this civilization. How someone snatches away the king or the queen or the children from a civilization. But you know about that. They call it slavery. You know what I'm talking about when somebody comes to your village and snatch your young, snatch your elderly, take them away. You know what I'm talking about. And that's what you're doing, you meat eater. Snatching away someone that could resurrect the cattle and save them from McDonald. Damn it, that's the new Marcus Garvey cattle. You know what I'm talking about because you've been there historically. You know what happens